Cute. I'm watching the Micah bracket challenge knockout thing. Morning. This was a huge success. The Valentine's Day stuff yesterday that I showed you in yesterday's video. Huge success. I got a text while I was out filming saying that it made her tear up. Good job, mate. Alright, good morning again. It's a little later. Have a breakfast, took the dogs for a walk, and now we're in edit mode. You might be seeing this match today on the Golf Channel, if not tomorrow. But I am so excited for you guys to see it, and I am putting in my absolute all. Like, I'm back into, 2019 Nate, when I was a freelance videographer, and I was editing for people, and I'm, editor Nate. My commentary videos, and even some of the golf videos that I've done in the past, I've either outsourced the editing, or I've just, I don't know, even on this channel, it's kind of just, cut together or whatever. I'm really trying to make these, as high quality as possible, really trying to put my all into it and make every second of the video interesting and good and pull you guys along and really just make a really quality piece of content. So I'm honestly, I was so excited. I wanted to start last night. I'm excited to spend all day today editing. I mean, I'm gonna go to the gym and go to the range, but those are mainly just for breaks. But I'm so excited to edit this thing, and I really just want to, just like I said, make the best quality videos possible. So I'm very excited. I'm getting stuck in. That's kind of my plan for today. Look at this puppy. Let me see. Where is she? There she is. Look at her. So cute. All right, lunchtime here. I'm just this is a very interesting, I don't want to say experiment for me, because I've done this before, but there was definitely a reason why I quit working as a professional videographer. Is the videos I make on a daily basis are not that hard to edit. They're pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I do a lot of the editing, honestly, as I'm recording the video. Because they're mainly commentary videos, a lot of the editing I do is how I deliver information, my pauses, my inclinations, and my voice, all these things, along with the fact that I usually have something on the screen playing behind me to keep your attention. I don't have to put as many inserts in. So it's just a different kind of editing, right? And I would say the average commentary video maybe takes me 2 hours to edit, maybe. Whereas already I am 3 hours in to this video, and I'm a third of the way done, maybe a little over a third, maybe just about half. But yeah, it's just very different. It's very different. It's going to take a lot more time, a lot more effort, and I think in a perfect world, well, it's hard to say, because there's two sides to this, right? I could theoretically pay someone to edit. Problem with that is that it would cost more than I can likely afford, or at least that would make it worthwhile. Because at first, I mean, the goal is hopefully these videos get to a point where they make enough money to justify paying someone to help shoot and edit. But at the moment, when you're starting, that's not the reality. So I'm not going to invest that kind of money right now, because I can do the job myself. I have years of experience with editing. I'd say I am a pretty skilled editor. I can do that job well. So, but it's just about doing it. And I don't not like it. And that's the other thing, right? Is a big part, and creators will say this to you all the time, is that the story really comes together in the edit. What you're trying to convey and the message you're trying to convey and everything about the edit or about the video really does come together in the editing of it, and you can control a lot. So giving up that control to someone else is not only tough, but you have to go through so many revisions with editors and whatever, sometimes it almost feels you might as well just do it yourself. So the nice thing about doing it myself is I can obviously completely control the edit, but I don't have to worry about going through revisions with someone else. I watch it myself, and I might send it to a couple people to get their takes on it, but I don't have to go through that process, which can be kind of annoying and laborsome at the same time. So I don't know, it's just different. It's weird. It's I'm not used to sitting down for this amount of time, but it's nice. It gives me something to do, and I definitely have the time for it. So anyways, lunch, chicken, about 30-40 grams of protein, rice, probably about 75-80 grams of carbs, and then ketchup, mustard, and hot sauce. This is once a day, every day. Yum. We did it! Woo! We did it. 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 We finished the video. Pretty good. It's like 4 o'clock now. Started at like 9 a.m.-ish with a little bit of editing last night. Not much, maybe like an hour or two last night. So, not bad. All in all, like maybe 8 hours, something like that. I mean, we still have to do the title and thumbnail. Or at least the thumbnail. I know what the title's going to be. And I know what the thumbnail's going to be. I just have to actually make it. So that'll obviously take another like hour or so tomorrow morning. But no big deal. We're done for the day. I kind of like this. Like it's a different flow than it is for the news videos. Like the news videos feel very like panicky and rushy. And it's like, oh, okay, here's the idea. Oh, sit down. Shoot it. Edit it. Title, thumbnail. Put it out. And then you're like, I check. And for those of you non-YouTubers, I don't know if all YouTubers do this, but I keep an eye on my videos for the first like half an hour pretty closely. Reply to comments, do that whole deal. If I need to change anything, change it. Make sure nothing's wrong with the video. So it's like, you know, it's an ordeal. So it's kind of nice to be like, I've spent the whole day editing it and just be able to be like, I can completely disconnect now. Like I don't even have to think about it. Like it's at home, it's exporting. When I get back, I'll upload it, but like not to make it public. I'll just like upload it to the channel and then I'll make it public. I'm gonna make it public tomorrow morning, something like that. Whenever I finish the thumbnail probably, but I'll do that tomorrow. It's like different. It's a different workflow and I kind of like it. It's a bit more chill. But anyways, we're headed to the gym right now. We're gonna do a big old pull workout. I just realized I didn't bring my tripod, so you're gonna have some funky angles to deal with, but that's all right. I never have a plan. Like, I never go in being like, oh, I shouldn't say never, but very rarely I go into the gym being like, here's the movements I'm going to hit in this order, this many reps, this weight. Like, never. I go in and I just know general. Like, I pretty much just go push, pull, legs. Like, very typical split for lifting. And obviously, you guys know I do, like, more high-intensity workouts a couple times a week on top of that. So, we're going in today. It's going to be a pull focus workout. I'm still obviously on the kind of like groin ab recovery protocol where I can't use any barbells and I'm trying to only do things where like my core is like pretty stable during it. So it's a lot of machines and whatever, which is like, I don't mind actually. It's like kind of a fun change up. It's just not what I'm used to, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So, but yeah, I just kind of go in and wing it. I go in, I'll usually pick one movement to like that I feel like is like all encompassing. Today, for some reason, I'm feeling either I'll do a lat pull down or like a seated row because it kind of incorporates everything that I'm going to be working in the pulling. And I'll just pretty much like do a couple arm swings and then I'll just kind of start, but I'll start with an extremely light set and I'll do like 5 to 8 sets there. 3-ish at least will be like super light working up in weight, and then maybe the last like 3 or 4 will be like heavy working sets, and then I'll consider myself pretty much warm, and then I'll kind of jump into whatever other movements I'm doing, and I'll kind of flow. I'll kind of like on a pull day, I'll try to just vary the pulling stimulus. So let's say I do a lat pull down first. Well, it's a vertical pull, so then maybe I'll move to a horizontal pull. So then maybe I would do a row after that, or vice versa. If I do the row first, then maybe I'll do a lat pull down after. And then maybe I'll move to like just an arm pull, like bicep curls or something like that. And then I'll move back usually to a more compound lift, and then I'll usually do one more accessory. So I'll usually like have like 4, maybe 5 different exercises, which is probably a lot less than a lot of people. It's actually something that I don't watch a ton of Sam Sulek's videos. But I've definitely watched a few, and one of the things that I feel like I kind of took from him is like, don't do like, I don't know if he's ever said this, but this is just what I'm taking from it, is like, to me, a lot of the time, it doesn't look like he does a bunch of different exercises. He does very few, like 2 sometimes, or 3, sometimes even 2, like movements, but he just does them like really intensely. And that's something I'm trying to emulate in the gym, and I've noticed kind of a big difference in terms of like, you know, the feeling, like how pumped I'll get, but also like how sore I'll be the next day in a good way. So I'm trying not to do a ton of movements, but just really focus on actually putting in effort in every one of the movements I'm doing. So anyways, very excited to hit a little workout here. We'll go home, we'll eat. Might go to the range tonight. I'm definitely in that like headstrong practice mode right now where I want to hit balls like every day. But we'll see how we're feeling. We'll see what Ree wants to do. I think we might have some time, but it's also when it gets still getting dark early. Like, I mean, it's better now. It's like probably like 6 or 6:30, I think. Well, probably closer to 6. That's getting dark, which is like better because there's definitely a time a couple months ago where it was getting dark at like 4:30. But still, when it's getting dark at 6, you feel like your day's over. So like in the summer, I might go to a tee time that's at like 6:30 and play 9 holes. Whereas now, it's like even the thought of going to the range at 6 o'clock is kind of like, oh, it feels so late. But anyway, it's here now. I'm excited to work out. Let's go. All right, well, there you go. 5 exercises, a couple warm-up sets for each, but mainly 3 working sets of each. Heavy. 45 minutes, maybe 50. Definitely under an hour in and out of the door. And that's just how I like to do it. And like, the thing you have to remember, and I even have to remind myself, is like, working out in the gym isn't my only thing. It's just part of the thing. It's helping me work towards the other thing, which is golf. My ultimate goal right now is to be as good at golf and improve at golf as much as possible. Well, still, I've said this before, but enjoying golf and balancing golf with other things I enjoy, like fitness. Because I don't really know if I need to get much stronger for golf. If I was truly training just for golf, it would probably just be a lot of, I mean, I do a good amount of mobility. I probably spend at least 30 to 40 minutes a day doing deep passive stretching and mobilization. And I've done that for like a year now. And it's made a ton of a difference. But if I was training purely for golf, it would probably be a lot of mobility, probably even more than I'm doing. It would be a lot of like rotational work and like core strengthening rotational work. And, you know, I don't know. I've never really dug in too far. I mean, I have an extensive training background and I worked as a trainer for like 7 years full time. So like, I know enough for what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to claim to be an expert in how you would train for golf, especially because I've never really trained for a rotational based power sport. But I'm pretty sure you wouldn't need to be doing a ton of, you know, bicep. Well, no, you can make an argument for bicep curls. Anyways, my point is that I'm not actually training solely for golf. I'm training for golf while balancing just enjoying training and enjoying golf and all these things. But I do have to remind myself when I'm in the gym that I'm not just there to be in the gym. I'm there for a purpose, and sometimes that purpose includes not exhausting myself too much. You know, like I always want to leave feeling like I put all the effort in to every set I did, but still leave being like, oh, I could have done another movement or two. You know, I could have done another few more sets of like different movements. Like I put everything I had into the sets I did, but there's more, a little bit more in the tank if I want to do something else. Because, I mean, we've talked about this before. If I want to go to the range tonight and get a quality range session in, granted, I'm not going to hit too many balls, but if I want to get a quality range session in, I can't just be absolutely gassing myself in the gym, frying both my central nervous system and just my overall energy stores zapped, and then go there and try and hit balls. It won't be optimal. So I have to train enough, but not too much. And I'm pretty much balancing that out across a week, because tomorrow, I mean, we played 9 holes yesterday in the match. I'm going to go play, I think, 18 holes tomorrow. At least that's the plan, maybe just 9. But I'm going to go play tomorrow. And again, I want to be able to execute. I want to be able to play. So it's a balancing act. You know, you don't want to do too much. And I always have to remind myself in the gym that there's a purpose greater than just like, because the guys who go to the gym, and if this is you, that's great. But like if the gym is their only thing, then you go a lot harder. I live that. I mean, for years, the gym was my only thing because my only sport or thing I was doing was CrossFit. So I was trying to be as good at CrossFit as possible. So I just left everything in the gym every day, train as hard as possible. And I was useless in the rest of my life. I had no energy to do anything, like take dogs for a walk, like go out for dinner. Like I was useless. And now that I'm older, I never have a desire to be like that again. But I also am just not training CrossFit or for CrossFit anymore. So it's just I'm in a very different place in my life and training for something that's also very different. So it's just it's a bit of an adjustment, you know. And it took a little bit of time when I started working out like this to kind of wrap my head around that. But I mean, my advice to anyone training for something is to remember that you're training for that thing. And you know, as fun as it can be to just like go ham in the gym, you do have to be a little bit reserved. And even just simple stuff like injuries, you know, like I could definitely be more jacked if I like swung the weight around a little bit more and like forced an extra like 4 or 5 reps on every set by kind of moving around and hinging or whatever. But like, number one, I'm nursing an injury right now that actually, I meant to say this first, feels amazing. Like I feel so grateful. I was not worried, but like it was anytime you have a bit of an injury, no matter what it is, it does feel a little concerning at times as to like, you know, how long is this going to take for me to recover from? How's this going to impact me being able to do what I want to do on a daily basis? And it was there for a while, but I mean, I used to, the way I would feel in the gym, I'm just not feeling it anymore, like nearly at all, which is great. And I'm not going to rush back into stuff. I'm going to try to have like a week or two at least of feeling nothing before I start reintroducing any of the stuff that, I mean, everything was agitating me before, but like, you know, the like extra agitators, I'm going to wait a bit. And I think I've pretty dialed in what movements I just won't do because they tend to really piss it off. But anyways, I'm feeling grateful for that, but I'm trying not to, you know, hinge and get those extra couple reps because I'm dealing with an injury. But also I don't want to cause another one. I think that's something you have to remember too. It's like if you're throwing the weight back and you're really hinging and stressing for every single rep, there's a higher risk of injury. Like when you're moving fatigued and you're moving out of control, that is when injuries will happen, right? So that's just something, again, to keep in mind. And for me, you know, if I get injured playing golf, so be it. Like that's my thing. That's what I'm trying to do. And, you know, I can't really control that. I'm going to play as hard as I can every time I play. Luckily, it sounds funny even saying that about golf because I mean, it's golf, but you can't get injured playing golf. Anyways, my point is I'm not going to risk that in the gym. It's just not worth it. Like I'll take being a little less jacked to, like I'm plenty jacked enough. I don't need to be more jacked for my life purpose right now and for everything, my health and fitness and everything. I'm good. So everything I'm doing in the gym right now is very purposeful. So anyways, we're on our way back. Gonna eat a little bit, probably do some mobility, and then maybe go to the range. I don't know. We'll have to see. If I do, it'll be later, but I need to sneeze. Alright. Well, this is a flattering angle. We came back. I came back from the gym. I had some meat. We took the dogs to the park. And then I sat and I made the thumbnail and a little Instagram promo trailer. And now that's it. No range for me tonight. We're gonna go play. I think we're gonna play 18 tomorrow. So I'll go play at a course where there's a range. I'll warm up, hit some balls before because I definitely have a couple things I want to work on. But that's it for tonight. I'm sleepy. We're here making dinner. Shower. I'm gonna watch Love Is Blind on some show right now. I hope you guys have a good night too. Goodbye, bird. Bye, bird. Bye, bird.